I'm going to give you one of my favorite tools to kind of like get unstuck from the funk. Okay. So, what I mean by the funk is those times where you you almost feel like you're being like followed around by an entourage of like judgmental a-holes. Okay. It's like your own thoughts don't feel like they belong to you. You can't seem to get clarity. You can't seem to even get a sense of freedom. Maybe the normal things that you've been doing haven't been working. You tried meditating, you couldn't do that, and you wanted to go for a walk, and that got all messed up, and you're like, like just totally stuck into something. I call this like the random factor. Okay. So using the random factor in your life is incredible. And you'll know when you need to use it. You'll just know. Maybe you're just so done with like everyday everything. That's probably when you need the random factor. When you're just like, why am I even in this job or in this relationship? Or like, exactly like this. When you're use the random factor. This is how it works. Give yourself at least an hour. You can do it for like a whole day, but minimum, you need to do this for an hour. Okay. And you're going to choose randomly for a full hour. What I mean by randomly and unpredictably. So not the normal things you would do. So right away, you're wherever you're starting. Maybe you're at home and you're just like, okay, cool. We're doing the random factor. We're applying the random factor right now, the unpredictable possibility. What would I normally do? Well, normally I would like get in my car and go drive somewhere. So you're going to walk. You're going to do something unpredictable. And you're going to choose randomly. So maybe you go for the walk. Choose randomly which way you go. If you'd normally normally I'd go down and walk by the creek, then you're going to walk somewhere else and you're just going to randomly, and then maybe you find yourself back at home and get in your car. And then where could you drive? And just drive randomly and see where you show up and do this for a full hour. Now this might seem completely ridiculous. I get that. However, I have used this not only for myself, and it has saved my life, but I've given this to clients, and it is incredible the stories that they give back to me about how this was the only thing that shifted out this trapped feeling going on, this trappedness of whatever is kind of like has their clutches on you. Okay. So these are the key things. Must be unpredictable. So you can use your predictability and do the opposite, but only do that for so long, because then that becomes predictable. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's just imagine there was a machine calculating your next move, and you want to choose the non-predictable choice, so that it can't keep up with you. It can't catch you. It doesn't know what you're going to do next, because you don't know what you're going to do next, because you're not using your mind. You're using the random factor. You're randomly going, yeah, there. Maybe you go to the coffee shop. Don't order the normal thing. Maybe you like point to the menu. Don't even look. I would like that. Just give me that one. For a full, at least hour, minimum hour, do this. And see what starts to show up. You might find for a few moments your feels like it's getting even stronger and more intense. Don't give up. Keep going. At the end of that hour, you will have a sense of freedom and most likely peace in your world that makes no sense, but it is so wonderful and so nurturing, really, to your whole being. So this is maybe one of my more bizarre tools, and it works. So try it out. Unpredictable, totally random, minimum of an hour. If you need to do it for a whole day, if you have the space to do it for a whole day, do it for a whole day. See what happens. And maybe institute that in your life more. Routines can be so awesome and can assist in so many different ways. And if you create a fully predictable life, you might find it doesn't create the greatest possibilities for you. I feel like that's a whole nother video to go into. So let's just stay here with this random factor. And you actually become the unpredictable energy in your life. And I don't know about you, but I was kind of made wrong for being unpredictable. And I tried to kind of like shift myself so I could, everything about me was like predictable. Like the way I would talk would be predictable and the things I would say would be predictable, and to try and make people around me comfortable. But what I realized is that I don't function like a predictable robot. I'm not an AI. I am a chaos energy embodied. And to expand into that space and to really enjoy that space of being, sometimes I got to do some things that are just a little unpredictable and do that random choosing. I think I'm going to do it today, actually, because I'm inspired and I can notice just even tapping into that lights up my world, because I've done it before. The first couple times I didn't know, is this going to work? Okay, then it worked. Is this going to work again? And then it worked again, and it worked again, and it worked again. Play with this. See how it shows up for you. Everyone's experience is going to be different, but I would love to hear from you. I'd love to see if this shifted anything and what that experience created for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe, hit the bell, share it with a friend. I would be so grateful for your massive contribution to this channel. Thank you so much.